All right, kids, we have got a lot to do tonight. It's only 3 breaks, but two of them are somewhat labor intensive. So let's get rolling. Before we start ripping into things, there is a little bit of information to go over, so we're going to start rolling with that right now while everybody gets settled in. First up, guys, feedback completely automated on eBay. That is just simply so you don't have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get positive feedback in return. How about that for efficiency? Next up, a note there to say thank you. I do appreciate very much everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me, keeps me company, and all that kind of jazz. We are next taking a look at things that are going to be breaking over the next few days. This stuff is already listed on eBay, and we'll be jumping into it in the days ahead. So tomorrow night will be a TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, a full case of limited football, our second case of that, and another case of Crown Royal basketball. So that's what is on tap for tomorrow night. Saturday night, we'll open a Hit Parade Triple Play memorabilia box. It's got 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a jersey, a baseball, and a picture. And we will open the back half of this case of Top Series 1 Jumbo that we're going to start tonight. We will finish it on Saturday night. Super Bowl Sunday is an off day. Not going to do any breaks on Super Bowl Sunday, so we don't have anything listed there. But we'll be back at it on Monday night. Opening Crown Royal once again. Playbook football, which will be the last of the playbook football. Should be, I think, probably for real the last of it. I thought we were done before, and then I had a distributor come up with a little bit extra, so I scooped it up real quickly. And also an Onyx Premier Gear break that night. And that's some game-used memorabilia. It is a player break. Spots are listed by player name, not by team name for that one. On Tuesday night, we'll open a Leaf autograph football jersey, a Leaf autograph full-size football helmet, and a full case of Top Series 1 Jumbo. And in the full case, the base cards do not ship, okay? They have their own bidding category. So it'll be the stuff that's in the middle of the jumbo packs that will be shipping. That's your autographs, short prints, your parallels, numbered cards, all that jazz. But base cards will not ship to the teams when we switch to the full case break, which will be on Tuesday night. For tonight, here's what we're breaking, and here's the order that we're going to be breaking it in. So first up will be a pair of Gold Rush autograph mini football helmets. That will be followed by a half case of donruss optic basketball. That's going to be followed by a half case of Top Series 1 Jumbo. So that's the order we're working in. Couple of other things you need to know. The autographed mini helmets, those are free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me that has completely free shipping, there's 2 things you need to know about it. The first one is that it will typically go out 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. So I'm projecting it to be on the way to you no later than Thursday the 7th, a week from today. However, a lot of times they go sooner, but it shouldn't go any later than that. Now, the other thing you need to know about the helmet break, if you are not the team that's pulled, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year and any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90 days. Typically, I would hang on to it since this is a free shipping break, and I would send it the next time that you have a package going out. If you're in that break and you don't want to wait for your next package going out, you only need to send me a message, let me know that, and I will get you taken care of. Now, our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Optic Basketball and Series 1 Jumbo Baseball, should be on the way to you no later than Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be on the way to you sooner than that, but it is a pretty big sort, and there's a couple of other things ahead of it that are also pretty big sorts. So I'm going to stick with Tuesday, and we'll hope for sooner on both of those. And consolation cards, you're not going to run into problems with either of those breaks. Every team is going to pull cards because they both got lots of cards in them. So a couple of 2018 Gold Rush Series 3 autograph mini football helmets first up tonight. That is break number 29. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, the 31st of January, last night of January here in 2019. And of course, you see there are format as team names on one side, winning bidders across from it on the opposite side. New spreadsheet goes up before the start of each break, so if you're not in this one, you'll see your name up there shortly when we get to your product. Last but not least, yeah, I know the background went out of focus right there, but I did it on purpose. Don't worry, we're going to be able to see everything, so don't worry about that, all right? So, tonight, who do we have in chat? Let's look at that real quick. Looks like it is Jay Allen is here, Buckeye is here, Matt, hi Matt, oh, two Matts. Matt Mimlitz and Matt Naylor. T. Cassidy, Chris is here. I'm trying to scroll down through here and see who else is going on. Chris, you want to know if anybody didn't pay in Series 1. I don't think so, but let me check for you. We could have. I don't know, honestly. I was so busy doing stuff, I didn't pay as much attention as I should have. I knew I'd look it up when we got to it. So, yeah, we potentially have a team open in Series 1 Jumbo. Potentially. We'll check it again right before we open it. And we're probably going to have, looks like, as many as 3 teams open in Optic, all from the same person. Because, you know, you got to love when people bid and don't pay, which seems to just be what we have every night lately, doesn't it? Yeah, this whole January has been off to a terrible start in regard to people who bid and do not bother to pay. And of course you block them so they can't do it again, but it really doesn't matter because they've already done it the first time and disrupted everything. But some people are super irresponsible, and looks like we might have a few of them tonight. But we will see. We'll take a look at it again after we get our mini helmets out of here. Our first one, we have the Giants, and who is this? Y.A. Tittle is our signature on it. There's your JSA authentication sticker. He's got a little Hall of Fame inscription there as well, and JSA paper certification tucked inside. So the Giants is our first one. We've got a brown coming out of here, and our brown is Bernie Kosar. And Bernie has a big signature. He takes up a lot of space, doesn't he? He's also JSA authenticated and JSA paper on the inside. So our 2 mini helmets here from Gold Rush. One for the Browns with Bernie Kosar. I'll get it out in a minute. And one for the Giants with Y.A. Tittle. Of course, I saw Giants and Browns. I'm thinking, ooh, maybe it'll be Saquon Barkley and Baker Mayfield. Yeah, well, not exactly that. But still, congratulations to the Browns and the Giants. Appreciate that. T. Cassidy, as far as I know, I have your payment. I don't think you are involved in the unpaid stuff there. But, guys, I'm going to take a look here, and we'll see here in a hot second. But first, let's get out these are our boxes of Optic that we're going to be opening tonight in our little half case quantity. Of course, last night we opened a full case, and we'll probably, we'll be going back to full cases as well. This is, you know, one of my places sent me X number of cases and a half case loose. You know how they are. They're weird about stuff. Meantime, let me get you back over here, give you something interesting to look at while I go see what we're going to have available in this break that somebody didn't bother to pay us for. Yay! All right, so guys, I will give preference to someone who would take all 3 teams, okay? And if no one wants all 3 teams, then we would go one at a time. But I definitely will give preference to somebody who would take all 3. And the 3 teams that are unpaid are the Magic, the Thunder, and the Spurs. Okay? So Magic, Thunder, and Spurs are the ones that are available tonight. And gosh, the individual prices of it, guys, I got to click into them individually, but the combined price of it is $31.50, it looks like. And I will throw, that's without shipping, and I will throw in the shipping for you if someone takes all 3 of them. If nobody wants all 3 together as a package deal, then I'll go in and sort out the rest. Chris, you'll take all 3 of them at the $31.50. That's perfect, man. I owe you one. Chris, do you happen to have my Do you have my email info for me to, or do you need me to type it in for PayPal? And guys, just FYI, I remind everybody every time, but I do not check this email really for hardly anything. It's probably got 15,000 emails in it. I only use it for I only use it for payments and automated payments for things I set up like 30 years ago. Okay, so Chris, what does that mean? You said if I could one line. What does that mean? If I could one line it, what? I don't know what that means. I did type in the email address there. Are you saying you need me to send to you instead? Which if you do, that's fine. Just type in your email and I can do that. Meanwhile, guys, let me get this fixed real quick. This is Magic, Thunder, and Spurs. All right, so let's get this done. Magic, Thunder, and Spurs. Alrighty, I got to update the spreadsheet. Just hang tight 1 second. I know you're looking at something boring. I'll take you back and let you look at here anyway, and then I'll update what I've got to do here with the Magic and the Thunder and the Spurs. Alright, so this is... Oh, Chris, and if your shipping address is not in there with that payment, please make sure that you send it over to me in a message or something, because somebody the other day did not. I went in there to print a label and there was no shipping information, and I couldn't find it on eBay either, so I've actually got to track them down and make sure that we get that so I can get it to them. So... yeah, I always forget to say that part. All right, guys, we're almost done. Just bear with me here. I appreciate your patience. You know, you can always thank your lovely friends who bid on things and don't pay that slow us down on stuff like this. All right, so let me get one little quick thing done here, and then we'll put the spreadsheet back up showing our new information. For some reason, it's like logged me out of everything, and I don't know why, but hang on, I gotta get logged back into everything. And, all right. I don't know why it logs me out of everything. So you already saw, of course, all the shipping information that was up there a minute ago with your projected shipping dates and consolation cards and all that kind of jazz. So this is going to be a 6-box break of 2018-19 Optic basketball. It is this particular one obviously is half case quantity, and this is break number 2. We broke the full case last night when it came out. Brooklyn Nets did not sell, so they are noted as no bids buyback. Everything else did sell, and Chris was kind enough to pick up the 3 teams here that were unpaid. That's the Thunder, the Magic, and the Spurs. So thank you for that, my friend. I do appreciate you. So if I could just, man, if it would just leave me logged into stuff, that'd be so much easier, but it really never does. I always check that little box, you know, that'll say like, keep me logged in or whatever, but it still logs you out every X number, like every day or so. It seems like eBay will log you back out, and it doesn't matter if you check that little box that says don't log me out or not. Now does it? Not really. So here's the deal with Optic. We have got 1 autograph per box. There'll be a fair number of parallels and inserts and stuff that we'll find along the way as well. And if they're numbered, we'll take a look at that. If they're not numbered, then we'll just kind of keep on keeping on. That's kind of how that's going to roll. And for anybody who might have jumped in here after the fact, once again, Series 1 baseball is after we do this bit of Optic. So I think everybody's probably on board with our schedule, but that's the dealio. Oh, DW, hi DW. Yeah, I know. If you had to, but Chris beat you to it tonight. Chris jumped in and saved the day and took all three of those teams, which definitely helped us out, keep things rolling without having to spend a tremendous amount of time trying to, you know, sell them and move them and all that stuff. So that's the good way to, that's the easiest way to do it anyway. All right, we're going to take a look at what we've got here first, and we'll stop and flip over. So the base rookies, rated rookies that are just prisms like this that have no associated color in the border are just really prisms. That's it. So it's like a rated rookie prism. There'll be other inserts that are prisms as well, like that one for Blake Griffin, for a little veteran insert there. When you see the green, like this Will Barton, it is numbered to 149. We'll find bunches of those. And of course, this is set up the same way that we had, oh boy, this is a nice hit, as the same as original Donruss. So, Dallas Mavericks, wow, first box out of this half case. There's your man right there. There is Luka. On a Dominator autograph, it is numbered to 50. So not too many of them in there. And first hit out that we see is Luka. So could be that we're going to be in for a little smoking half case here. What do you think? You think that's a good start? I kind of think it is. Jay Allen, you need Hornets, Sixers, Pistons, Wolves, Pelicans, Blazers, and Jazz. I knew you had a long list of teams. Surely to goodness we can get something out of there for you. Matt, you said last week you got a Bryce Harper autographed jersey out of a break. Very cool, man. Yeah, that is for sure a nice result. Greg, you want the Rams to win the Super Bowl? I imagine you are not alone in that. I think you are probably one of many who think that. Oh, Jay Allen, did a loud truck go by outside of my house here? Is that what you're saying? I didn't even notice it if it did. It probably did. Jay Allen usually wears headphones when he's doing the breaks, and he hears like when my cats are, you know, playing with their toys, and more often when they're chasing and fighting each other, and sometimes when my neighbor comes home on his motorcycle and all that kind of stuff. Poor Jay Allen hears all of it. You know, that makes life a little more difficult, I think. DW, yeah, Porzingis, his new buddy. You are right. Was that kind of an absolutely crazy trade that, I mean, I was not expecting that today anyway. I mean, you know, we're thinking, yeah, maybe Kristaps is probably going to want out of there. There's a rookies insert, Marvin Bagley. I mean, we've all kind of known that he's been unhappy, and even though he would say, well, he'll probably stay there, or his camp would say that, everybody kind of was looking for him to leave, but not this fast, and not in that trade. It's numbered to 49 for the Spurs. It's Rudy Gay, heart to heart. I mean, the guy basically just had a meeting with him this morning, the Knicks, saying, yeah, I'm not happy here. And by the afternoon, boom, he's gone. He's a Maverick. And he's already told the Mavericks he'll sign the qualifying offer for the extension. This is to 79, Harrison Barnes and the Mavericks. So there you go. Bing, bam, boom. Harrison Barnes, Dallas. So all of a sudden, Dallas is once again going to be a fun place to watch a little basketball, isn't it? Nola Mirotic, numbered to 199. Meanwhile, now how is this for being completely petty kind of a-holes? Kevin Love to 149 Cavs. The Pelicans, you know, all the teams have their intro videos and things. So the Pelicans, of course, have their hype video, their intro video, and they took Anthony Davis out of it completely as of yesterday, completely scrubbed him. Like, he's not even shown at the very end where it shows the entire team standing together. Anthony Davis is nowhere in their introduction and hype video that they play every night before a home game. Like, how petty is that? I mean, the guy's been there since 2012. He's given you a lot of good years. He gave you early notice that he wasn't going to re-sign so that you would have a chance to get something good in return in trade value, and your response is, yeah, let's just act like he never was here. Just act like he's just gonna be, you know, I mean, what is that? That was just terrible. Can't believe they did that to him. I mean, I get they want him to stay, but man, that's bitter right there. Oh, Matt, well, this was your first break with us, Matt, and we must not have had, did we have any good luck for you tonight? I don't know if we did or not, but if we didn't, maybe we'll have better luck the next time. Either way, Matt, I'm glad you joined us tonight. It's always nice to see new faces in our little breaking family. Well, DW, here's the thing. Anthony Davis may ultimately be a Laker, but now they're saying that they don't think that the Pelicans will trade him to the Lakers just because they don't want to. Like, how awful is that? They're also saying that if they don't trade him by the deadline, which apparently they're in no hurry to do, that they're going to set him potentially for the entire rest of the season, not play him at all, so that he doesn't get injured and lower his trade value, and then they'll put him on the block after the season ends. And, you know, then as we've talked about before, then somebody would basically have him for a short-term rental. You know, you'd have him for a year and then just hope you could convince him to stay. Which, I mean, I guess there's some precedent for. I mean, because Paul George, we all thought was going Lakers, and he was going to be a short-term rental there with the Thunder, and then he liked it and he stayed. So word is that maybe it's going to be the Celtics, that they're going to wait for a Celtics offer, which definitely won't come until the summer, till after the season's over. So I don't know. That's just crazy. Devontae Graham and the Hornets signature series. But I think that definitely means, you know, I mean, there had been some talk about, oh, maybe the Knicks and AD. No. Not now. Not now. With Kristaps gone, there is no way that's happening. Of course, they're going to try to get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, I think, for in the off season. And we'll see. Speaking of, there is the man numbered to 99, Black Velocity Knicks. But that trade definitely was unexpected today. But man, I can't wait to see those two play together. There's a Boogie Cousins prism for for the Warriors. Sorry, that's a Marvin Bagley rookies insert for the Kings. To 199, there's Mirotic again for Nola. And let's see, we have ourselves Justin Jackson to 79 for the Magic. Little pink Velocity. So see, there's some love coming to you there, Chris, from whatever you want to call it. The Mojo, we'll call it, is sending you a little love for picking up some of those unpaid teams. We'll try to conjure up some more as well, but at least, you know, the Mojo's kind of giving you a tip of the cap there with the pink Velocity. Blake Griffin prism for the Pistons. This is going to be to 99. Retro Tim Duncan for the Spurs. So far, so good. Lonzo Ball for the Lakers to 149. Poor little Lonzo. He's over there crying over in Lakerland about where he wants to play and where he doesn't want to play. Wah, wah, wah. I only want to play certain places. Yeah, well, who cares where you want to play, Lonzo? They'll send you where anybody will take you. That's how it works, brother. I don't think his dear old daddy can speak it into existence again. Jaren Jackson Jr., rookies insert. And there's a Robert Williams rated rookie prism for the Celtics. Yeah, I think that probably dear old Dad can't do much about what happens next to little Zoe. But I think that's just crazy that he's complaining about a place he hasn't even been traded to yet, that he doesn't want to go there, and naming off his trade destinations like he's LeBron James or something. It's like, brother, your second year in the NBA. You are barely above a rookie. You're not going to be naming where you want to go. But anyway, it's always interesting around this time of year in the dear old NBA. Chris, this is your first basketball break. Okay, all right. Well, welcome to basketball, my friend. Optic's a good one to start in. It's a cool product. As I mentioned earlier, it's basically the cards that we would have seen for the most part in the flagship Donruss release, which is always one of the early season releases, except with the special little coating on it that makes them the optic format. But there's lots of inserts and interesting things in Donruss always, so Optic's always a fun product in any sport. Buddy Heald King's Prism. So it's kind of fun. Pistol Pete for the Hawks with a retro series numbered to 5. How about that for parallel Atlanta? We'll take it to 5 about any day of the week, won't we? Rated rookie, Mr. Harrison Barnes, Oklahoma City Thunder. No, not Harrison Barnes. That's Hamidou Diallo. Why did I say Harrison Barnes? Got him on the brain. Sorry. It's Hamidou Diallo. No, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder, but it's in no way Harrison Barnes. Here's Kevin Knox, rated rookie to 99, the red parallel for the Knicks. Rated rookie Anthony Simons, Blazers, green parallel 149. Griffin, you are asking if there is any unpaid baseball. There is one team that was unpaid the last time I looked. Now, whether or not it's still going to be unpaid by the time we finish Optic, I don't know. So I will check on it, though, after we finish up Optic. Redemption is our autograph here, so it's right there, face down. You know the deal. Drill. I was trying to say drill and deal, and they kind of came out as neither one. Came out like dill pickle. Anyway, we'll flip it over at the end of the break. We'll find out who it is, and then we'll go to the Panini website and see what's what. Yeah, Jay Allen, I got to tell you, I'm not hating the fact that we have a redemption right now because we pulled that pretty sweet little Luca to 50 out of the first box. So, kind of, I'm okay with it. I got to be honest. I'm kind of okay with that. And besides, we don't even know who it is. Maybe it's somebody really good. What if it's Charles Barkley or Kobe Bryant or somebody that we really, really want? So, I'm not hating on the redemption tonight. Now, if we pulled like 3 more, then I might not be as happy. But right now, with just 1, I'm okay with that. We'll see where it takes us anyway. Where we, sometimes you end up pretty good with redemptions in basketball. Retro Series, Shaq. That looks like that could potentially be numbered, is it? I guess it isn't. Andre Drummond and the Pistons. Just an unnumbered insert. And here's a little pink velocity for the Cavaliers. That would be one Kyle Korver. Numbered to 79. I always kind of forget about Kyle Korver. He's just kind of like around. You know what I mean? He's just like... He's been playing for, I don't know, 8, 10 years. It feels like 100 years, and he's always just kind of around. A rated rookie for the Spurs to 199. That's Metu in the orange parallel. And a Jaren Jackson, the rookies insert for the Grizzlies. There's a Malik Monk Prism for the Charlotte Hornets. And the rest of that was base. All right, so we're halfway through our 6 boxes of Optic. 3 down, 3 to go. You said, Jay Allen, you said you don't have them, so you don't want the redemption to be that. All right, then. You're looking for all the luck for yourself tonight. All right, well, I understand. We all have days like that. I do understand that. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of teams tonight, not just in here, but in baseball, too. I saw that number of teams, and I thought, oh, yeah, that's going to be going in a big old box by the time I get done. With all the cards that are going to be heading your way, sir. It's going to be going in a big box. But sometimes it is easier to send them in a big box. If it's a lot of base cards, then I just put them in those 2-piece boxes. Which honestly cost me more money every time I use those, because those are not inexpensive, but they're so much faster. And I've been kind of trying to run a little cost comparison of extra cost versus time savings to see if I can justify it, doing it more often than I do it. But really, I know I shouldn't, because not only do the little boxes cost more, they add weight to the package and everything else, but they're so convenient. So I don't know. I still do it. Griffin, the mini helmets, the Browns and the Giants. Browns and the Giants. I don't remember the guy for the Browns, but Y.A. Tittle was the Giants. Can't remember who signed on the Browns. So it was an old-timer kind of guy, though. Black Velocity Raptors. That is Sergey, numbered to 39. Does anybody remember who the Browns guy was? Oh, there, Bernie Kosar. Thank you, Jay Allen. Thank you for that. That is numbered to 99, Ray Allen, Milwaukee Bucks. I always forget about when the Bucks had that color combination in their uniform. For some reason, every time I see that color combination, it throws me off. I don't ever remember the Bucks having it. I mean, I know they did, but I don't ever remember it really. Prism, Harrison Barnes, really Harrison Barnes that time for the Mavericks. And we have a little autograph for the Spurs. How about it? Woohoo! Mojo's flying all over the place here for Chris tonight. That is one you picked up tonight too, isn't it, Chris? That is Lonnie Walker. Signature series, not numbered, for San Antonio. Another Blake Griffin Prism. That's about, I don't know, Prism 7,856 for Blake Griffin. Not really. It's about the 3rd or 4th, though. Kristaps Porzingis, Knicks Prism. That's a red Lillard for the Blazers, $2.99. And we have to $1.99, Draymond Green. Golden State Warriors coming at ya. So the Wizards, of course, been playing without John Wall for a while. Probably won't be without him, I guess, the rest of the season. He had that, whatever it was, foot surgery, heel surgery, something like that. I don't know. And so apparently somebody asked the guy who owns the Wizards, some fan asked the guy who owns the Wizards if they are going to try to tank to get a good lottery pick. And the guy who owns it just like goes off about how insulting it is that they would think they would tank and yada, yada, yada. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? I might rather have somebody think that I'm trying to tank and that's why I'm losing so many games, as to think, yeah, we're trying really hard to win, but we're just losing every game. I'm like, I'm not sure, but what tanking wouldn't have been the more appealing thing for someone to think in that scenario, but the owner got himself real upset about it anyway. Devontae Graham rated rookie prism for the Hornets. And a retro series Oscar Robertson. That's to 149. J.R. Smith, Cavaliers, green parallel. So I would say, you know, if you're not doing very well this year, and that's a Prism All Heart, you know, why not kind of think about tanking? I mean, look who's coming up the line in the draft. That entire freshman class of Duke University is going to be available in the draft for one thing. And yeah, a couple of them look pretty good, don't you think? I think I might be inclined to tank if I had the chance. I say, yeah, okay. I'd like to have the #1 overall pick, please. Yeah, Jay Allen, exactly. I mean, it's like some teams are. It seems like they're tanking every year on purpose. Like the poor Phoenix Suns. I say this all the time, but I swear to you, it doesn't make sense. Nothing about what happens in Phoenix makes sense. Because they get high draft picks. They have a good young core group of guys. They should be winning more than they are. And they're just bodies flying in and out of there every other day. They can't seem to find any sort of mix that has any chemistry or something. So something's got to change there. It was a Steve Nash Prism. Because they're just kind of wasting the Devin Booker years, you know? Because Devin Booker's going to want to win at some point too, just like Anthony Davis and LeBron and all these other guys that take off. Landry Shamet to 149, rated rookie for the Sixers. There's something somewhat dysfunctional about Phoenix, and I don't quite know where it starts or where it ends, but I do know they have more talent than what you see in the win-loss column and how it shakes out. To 99, LeBron and the Lakers. He ought to be coming back pretty soon, I would think. He's been out for a while with that little groin injury. Paul Gasol, Spurs, 199. And another Devontae Graham rated rookie prism. It's pretty bad though when we're still in the middle. Well, really, I guess not in the middle. We're coming up towards the end, sort of Major League Baseball free agency, and the big news of the day is still NBA trades. But what are you gonna do? Jay Allen, you said you used to play DraftKings and you noticed how Phoenix players are so inconsistent. Yeah, I mean, there's just something going on there that doesn't make sense. It's kind of like, well, it does make you think that it's coaches or front office or something, but yet some of that has changed too over the years without really on the court product changing very much. But it is kind of reminiscent of the Browns this season when the Browns had all those young guys and that talent, and we thought they were going to start out and be so good, and then they kind of weren't, and then they got rid of the coach and the OC, and then all of a sudden, whoops, they are good. So, I think it had to do with the people around them and the way they were being utilized. You have to kind of wonder if that's what's going on to a certain extent there in Phoenix as well. Zaire Smith, 76ers, black velocity to 39. DW says, is it sad that he's already looking forward to the 2019 draft class? Oh, no, man, that's all right. It's going to be a good draft class, I think. It's going to be an excellent draft class, I expect. Well, the Lakers have themselves a hit with Isaac Bonga, rated rookie with the purple parallel. That is numbered to 49. Or actually, that's maybe the blue parallel, sorry. And the purple around it for the Lakers, and the wrong thing caught my eye. And there's a Dwayne Wade prism for the Heat. Let's see what else we've got in there. Tyreek Evans and the Pacers have a prism. Of course, it's kind of hard to top the first hit out there. There's little old Frank Ntilikina prism for the Knicks. Surprised he wasn't part of the trade. Everybody had been talking about the fact that they thought he might be traded, but he's still there, so I don't know about that. Buckeye, you said you missed most of your first basketball break. You mean this one here, or you mean you missed most of it wherever you were a minute ago? I'm confused. I don't know if you mean here or there. But yeah, tonight, this one, only the half case. It doesn't take very long because, of course, we're going to bust into the half case of Top Series 1 Jumbo, which will take us probably about an hour or something like that to do it. So I wanted to try to keep the early stuff to, 30, 40 minutes, something like that, if we could. Oh, so you were talking about this one. Oh, well, yeah, you've missed most of this one. But we're going to recap it, so you'll get to see the fun part without having to look at the base cards. How about that? I mean, that's not too shabby, right? That's what I'm thinking. But, yeah, I got a message from one of my reps today, and he goes, oh, we got in some more Prism basketball, 18-19, current year's Prism basketball. I was like, oh, okay, how much is it? It's $2,400 a case. I was like, well, you'll be keeping that. At least I'm not buying it from you anyway. And then another one of my reps, I said, call me when they tell you whatever the new price is going to be on limited, because you guys know how it works. They never give you as much as you want. They hold a bunch back. They wait a couple days. They mark it way up, and then you can buy more at this jacked up price. So I thought it would be like maybe $1,650, $1,700. You want to know how much it was? This is Eric Gordon to $199 Rockets. Now, this is limited football that just came out yesterday, okay? $1,850 a case is what they want for it. Oh, yeah, how's that for a healthy little markup for you there? Like, are you kidding me? I mean, that is absurd. For the Nets, that's Dinwiddie to 99, red parallel. So I guess we won't be getting any more of limited beyond what I got originally. And I didn't order enough because I didn't realize it was going to be so hard to get this year. Past years has not been like that. Limited has been one of the things you've been able to get after the fact with a tiny little markup for the past several years. Well, welcome to 2019. Not anymore. Hammy Diallo to $199, Thunder. Bam! Oh, Bam, I am glad you are here. Yes, the mini helmet's broke, but, I need you to do me a favor. Your PayPal, I went to ship your consolation today from that break you bought into in Playbook for the Redskins the other night, and there was no shipping address in PayPal for you. And then I went to eBay, and I thought, oh, I can probably find it somewhere on eBay in my past stuff. Marvin Bagley for the Kings. With a rookie's insert, and I could not find it there either, and I was going to send you an email message later tonight, but since you're here, I can just ask you, can you please email me, send me an eBay message with your mailing information in it, please? so that I can get that on the way to you. That is Jeff Green to 149 green parallel for the Wizards. Yeah, I see the hit. It's up close to the top. I'm making you wait. I know. It's evil. Grayson Allen and the Jazz. Prism. Yeah, because I was getting all that consolation stuff out today from that break, and when I went to print the label, I was like, "Oh no!" I had not realized up to that point that there was no address in the PayPal payment. Like, uh-oh. So I'm very glad to see you. That was very good timing. Last autograph, Wendell Carter Jr., Chicago Bulls. Well, last live autograph, and that is numbered to 50. We've got the redemption, of course, that we're going to flip here in a second. There's a Draymond Green prism, and we will recap our numbered non-autographed things, our hits, and we'll look this up on the Panini website here in 1 second. On the Browns, oh, Jay Allen already got it in there. Thank you, Jay Allen. Yeah, Bernie Kosar, you got it. Oh, Buckeye, you said there was some pressure to get you a big hit because it was your first break. I know. I kind of blew it, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember what team you have. Justin Jackson is our autograph rated rookie signatures there. So let's head on over here to the Panini website. I know that's random, but look how handy. Oh, there it is. So what did I say it was? Rated rookie signatures. Rated rookie signatures. Come on now. Did I go right past it? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. What is that thing? Go away. Whatever you are, go away. No one wants you. Card number 183. So it's an open edition. We can see that. And it's for the Magic. How about that? Mojo taking care of those who step in and pick up unpaid teams all over the place tonight, aren't we? Love it. I love it when a plan comes together. It is not numbered, guys. It is an open edition. If it had been numbered, it would have shown us that on that Panini website right there. So that's the dealio with that. Okay, now let's do a quick little buzz through here. So the ones that just have the silver border, those are just prisms that are rated rookies, and I put them in there just because they are rated rookie prisms. The green are to 149, the orange are to 199, the red are 99. The black velocities are, 39. Somewhere we've got some pink velocities. When we run across those, they are to 79. There's another black velocity. There's a pink velocity. And we had this one. This is to 5 for Pistol Pete Maravich and the Hawks. And then we're back to the normal. That one, of course, the pink to 79, the black to 39. Another pink one. And I believe this was to 49, wasn't it, for the Spurs? Yeah, Rudy Gay to 49, and another rated rookie prism. So that's basically our numbered and rated rookie prisms that had no ink attached. We have a Justin Jackson rated rookie signature for the Magic. Wendell Carter Jr. and the Chicago Bulls. That is numbered to 50. For the Lakers, it's Isaac Bonga, numbered to 49. For the Spurs, you have Lonnie Walker. Devontae Graham comes out for the Hornets. And the star of the show, that man right there, nice little Luka Doncic, came out on a Dominator card set. It is numbered to 50. Woohoo! Like seeing Luka. All right, that's going to bring us to our top series 1. Let's see whether or not our bidder has paid for the last spot of that. So hang tight there for a moment while I try to find that information out. It was just one team sitting there. As soon as PayPal cooperate, or PayPal, as soon as eBay cooperates with me, I'll let you know. Trying to get the awaiting payment section to load right now. And it looks like that did get paid, guys. So there are no unpaid teams at this point in Series 1. So we are ready to rock onward here without any delay. So thank you, everyone, for getting your payments in on that one. So one more time, if you did not see this earlier, optic that we just broke, Series 1 Jumbo that we're going to be breaking here in a few moments. I expect, I hope, I plan to have it on the way to you no later than Tuesday. If it's possible for me to get it out to you sooner than Tuesday, I absolutely will do so. But I don't believe it would be any later than that. We should not have to worry about consolation cards in this break because there's some crazy amount of cards, close to 1,500. So all the teams are going to pull cards for sure in here. 3 boxes, half case of 2018 Top Series 1 Jumbo. And this is break number 1. This actually came out yesterday. Of course, we're not breaking it until the day after, Thursday the 31st. Had one team that didn't sell in here. That's the Colorado Rockies. It is designated there as no, it says no hits, but it's supposed to say no bids. For some reason, I don't know. I think because I was watching Lip Sync Battle when I was doing it, I typed in no hits. I meant no bids. And I don't even usually watch Lip Sync Battle, but Serena Williams was on there tonight, and I love Serena Williams, so I kind of wanted to watch it. And then that's what happens. Instead of typing in, you know, no bids, I typed in no hits. Okay, so this is the start of a new case. We're going to take all 6 boxes out, number them on the end, and use random.org to determine which ones we open tonight versus which ones we'll be opening on, I think, Saturday, right? Is the back half of this case. I think that's right. So our dear, dear friend random.org is going to help us sort that out. If we can get it all stacked up here. And actually, I think I'm going to grab my wrist brace again while I'm up. Hang tight for 1 sec. My carpal tunnel syndrome, whatever you want to call it, has been just out of hand all week long. So I think to try and keep it a little bit under control, sorting through these 80 zillion cards that we're about to look at, that Mr. Wrist Brace here might help me out with that. All right, we need to buzz ourselves. I'm at checklist, but that's not where I want to be. I want to be here. Simple. I'm just going to type in 1 through 6, hit randomize. We'll open the first 3 boxes, or the first 3 numbers that come up. We'll open those corresponding boxes. I started to say good luck. Yeah, we don't need good luck in this one, I guess. All right, it gave us 1, 2, and 5. So boxes 1, 2, that's easy, and 5. So let me get these other boxes that don't belong back in their case, and then we'll get rolling. All right, so, Jay Allen, you said, I'm catching up on right here on chat real quick. Buckeye's gone. All right, bye, Buckeye. I probably missed you already, but bye. Greg, you need the White Sox and the Blue Jays. Jay Allen, you need Orioles, Mariners, Rays, Cubs, Royals, Twins, A's, Rangers, and Nationals. That is a lot. And Chris, you're looking for some Acuna mojo. Okay, all right. And Jay Allen is saying random is nobody's friend. Well, you might be right about that. Well, sometimes it's your friend. When you win, it's your friend. When you don't, it is definitely not. I think we can all relate to that scenario. You said 80 zillion, billion, trillion. Are you referring to the number of cards in this case? That's how many I feel like are in here when I'm sorting this thing. Yeah, it's just crazy. But here's what we're looking for. Many of you, probably all of you, have opened Jumbo somewhere along the way with Topps. And you know that in the middle is where we find all of our inserts and short prints and autographs, and anything that's not base is all kind of in the middle of the pack. So that's what we're going to try to work ourselves to. You know, we're going to kind of buzz through the base, in other words, and then we'll get to the things that we'll spend a little more time on. That is one of our 150-year anniversary parallels on that particular little card. And then, you know, here's all of our inserts. 35th anniversary, 150th anniversary. Oh, yeah, and we're also going to find 2 relics and an autograph. I think I forgot to say that part. The relics, one will be a manufactured relic, one will be an actual relic, player-used or player-worn relic, and then, of course, the autograph. So right off the bat, we've got one of our relics. That one is numbered to 25 for the Astros, and Carlos Correa, that's the manufactured one. It's looks like a little manufactured, you know, hat patch or something. A retro hat patch. All right, so there is that. And our other inserts are there. Now, are we back to, no. This is my first time looking at this too, so you got to bear with me for a minute. I don't really know what is special about that particular card, but it is in there with league leaders. So anyway, now I think we're back to the base. I know it takes me a minute the first time through, guys, to make sure that I kind of have a clue about what is being separated out and what isn't. Of course, all the cards ship out of this particular break, so it really doesn't particularly, you know, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. I don't have to be quite as exacting since all the cards are shipping, because it does look like they're set a little differently this year. There's 150th anniversary, the gold. Scott's here. Hi, Scott. You said, oh, Scott, yeah, it was definitely cold today, but it's warmed up quite a bit. That's just an Oakland A's ballpark card. And what do we have here? Greatest Moments, Hank Aaron insert for the Braves. Our 35th anniversary parallel. And like, I do not know why that would be an insert. But yet, surely we're not already out of inserts. Oh, but it's numbered to 150. But why is it numbered? I can't figure out what the difference is in that card and anything else, why that card is numbered. But it was numbered, and I don't know why, but it was. And none of the rest of these look to be... I don't know. I'm having a hard time this year figuring out what is supposed to be the middle. Typically, it's really easy when you get to the middle to tell what the cards are and why they're in the middle. But today, I would have to say that has not really been the case. Because these are definitely not short prints. And I'm just double checking a couple there. They're not numbered except for the one. They're not short prints. It's a weird configuration this year. I don't know. Oh, what's going on with that? Well, Chris, I mean, it's a pain in the patootie to sort this stuff always. I mean, I absolutely detest sorting Series 1, Series 2, Update. It's probably my least favorite thing to sort out of anything I open. I absolutely despise sorting Series 1, Series 2, and Update. There's another 150th anniversary. That's Willie Calhoun for the Rangers. And Greatest Seasons, our 35th anniversary. There's a little Mike Trout Topps Now it's kind of like an advertising thing, but yet it's not an advertising card, but that's sort of what it looks like. And then World Series, League Leaders, and maybe, is that it for inserts? I guess it is. So I guess there are just fewer inserts in general in here this year than we normally have, like 8 or 10 cards in the middle, and I'm not really seeing quite that many, but that's what it looks like. Oh yeah, Scott, the trade. We were hashing through that earlier. It was very unexpected, but yeah, the Mavericks are gonna be pretty unstoppable, I think, with that. That looks like it should be numbered. Matt Davidson. Okay, so this is our ones that'll be numbered to 2019. You know, that always just whatever year it is. So when they were, 2017, they were all numbered to 2017. So I guess that must be what's telling us if something is numbered. Ooh, a little chrome for the Dodgers, Corey Seager. And he's not numbered, but he is at least a little chrome variation, technically probably hollow foil, but anyway, you get the general idea. And Equipment Evolution Vintage Sunglasses. That's modern sunglasses on the other side. Okay, that's weird. Okay, well, he's a Detroit Tiger on this side, but I don't know who is on the back side, so I guess we'll just set that up there. And we'll figure that out somewhere along the way. Then a bunch of things that don't look like they're anything, and then I guess we're back to the regular. I don't know. I'm having trouble with this year. It is usually so cut and dried what should be inserts and what is not. Yeah, nothing different about any of those. Alrighty. Yeah, well, Chris, it's definitely that Tops Now thing is not there is an advertising version of that Tops Now for sure that we've seen in some other products, but this one that we just saw from Mike Trout definitely is not that. It is for sure done differently, meant to be an insert of some sort, but it's just kind of an odd insert to choose to make, from top standpoint. And the 150th anniversary for the Brewers with Zach Davies. Greatness Returns for the Astros. The Dodgers with the 35th anniversary. An autograph. Hey, and it's the Royals. Somebody needed the Royals, I remember a minute ago. I saw that typed in there. Whit Merrifield on the 35th anniversary parallel. And from there, I guess, are those inserts? Dynamic Duo, I guess, postseason. Maybe those are. And the rest of those don't appear to be, so. Yeah, I don't like the way this set is put together. I'm going to tell you that much up front. Not a fan of the way it's put together. And I'm not really digging the card design all that much either. Yeah, this is not my favorite card design. Okay, this is going to be numbered to something, 2019 again. But then the other one that was numbered to 2019 had a completely different color border, didn't it? Maybe it didn't. Good grief, I don't know. Greatness Returns, 35th anniversary. All smiles, and then I guess we're back to the regular stuff after that. All right, well, we'll worry about it later. They're all going to get shipped out anyway, so at some point along the way we'll figure it out and Meanwhile, we'll just keep on trucking here. Hi, Black Rabbit. How are you, Black Rabbit? Definitely the middle starts with the 150th anniversary. That much we know. And there's 150 years. Mookie Betts. Greatest seasons. That's not numbered. I thought it might be, but it's not. A hollow foil Senzatella, excuse me, for the Rockies. And there's our 35th anniversary. We'll assume those are inserts and the rest are base. Okie dokie, kids. Oh, Bruce, you're not loving this design either. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but there's something about it that just doesn't really quite work for me. Maybe it's the last name first thing that's bugging me. I don't know. Something is definitely not working for me about this design. I don't quite know what it is. All right, greatest moments for the Orioles, a hollow foil for the Padres, an Ozzie Albies for the Braves. There's another little Topps Now. That one, Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. And then I guess we're just back to the regular stuff after that. Chris, you said the greatness returns are, a lot of them are the two teams. I hadn't really noticed any of those being two teams yet, but hang on a second and I'll tell you. I have been setting those aside, so let me see if I can grab them, or I think I set them aside. Some of them I did. I thought I set all of them aside. Well, the one I see so far is that one, which of course that's both Astros on there. And the others, I don't know where I put them, but if I find some of them that have two teams on them, yeah, I mean, obviously we'll have to do something with them. Did I pass one that was two teams a minute ago? Is that what you're telling me? All right, I'm kind of shuffling back through here real quickly to see if I can locate that for you to answer that question. And of course, it's a big stack of stuff, and I don't know if I did put it where I put it. I thought it would have been in the smaller stack, but I don't see anything in there but the Astros one. I'm looking. Looking. Yeah, right now I'm only seeing the one for the Astros. I've got one more little stack I can look through here. Yeah, always, guys, if you have a question about a card that goes, I know some of these go by kind of quickly, but if you have a question about one, it's always the sooner you can ask the question, the better. Because, of course, we go through them pretty quickly. They go into a big stack over here, and then if I'm looking for something and I don't know how far back it is, then I got to look through the whole stack to try to find it, which is what I am doing right now. And I don't see the other one. So if there is another one, I don't know where it is. You said that there is one, Matt. So guys, I don't know where it is. I thought I had set all of those aside, but I don't see it in the shorter stack. But listen, we'll just have to, I'll find it at the end of the break for you. So you can hang around at the end of the break and I can look back through all the cards for you and find it. But right now I don't want to continue holding up everything for looking for that one card that I don't know where it is out of, 500 or so cards over there. I actually thought I would have found it by now, but I didn't see it. So we'll have to just look for it at the end of the break for you. There's a hollow foil. There's an insert for Ted Williams, a 35th anniversary for the Astros. One of the home run challenge cards. That one is George Springer and the Astros. I imagine everybody knows how that works, but if you don't, when you get it, you scratch off that thing to get yourself a little code. You go to their website, then you get an opportunity to put in when you think that player's going to hit a home run. If they actually hit a home run on the date that you choose, then you get a special card that comes from Topps Now. So that's how that works. But anyway, yeah, Matt, I don't know where that other card is, but we'll find it. It's got to be over there somewhere. I generally, you know, if this was a little cleaner design and easier to tell exactly where our inserts start like they normally are, then it's easy. I stack them all aside, but sometimes this one's a little more challenging. A little Jackie Robinson insert, 35th anniversary for the Cardinals. Our next relic, it's out for Jacob deGrom and the Mets. So that's all three of our hits from that box, finally. You know, were you getting worried about that third hit? I know. It was kind of late to the party, wasn't it? A little late to show up. So Scott, you said the Horse Park Museum, they have some strollers that were in Gone with the Wind. Oh, that is cool, man. I like Gone with the Wind. I read the book, and of course, I've seen the movie several times. I've read the book a couple of times. That's a classic for sure. For a long time, my mother and my sister and I used to watch Gone with the Wind at Christmas, either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but we haven't done that in a number of years. So we used to. All right, so we are right there is where we're starting back. So Chris Davis and the A's. You have Mike Trout for the Angels, Verlander for the Astros, the Tigers with a little Jimenez, numbered to 67. If I can get a sleeve open to get it in there would be helpful, wouldn't it? And then I guess we're back to the base. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way the jumbo packs are set up this year. And what do we have there? A little ballpark for the Dodgers. For some reason, I do kind of like that. And that's for the Twins, a hollow foil. Here's another evolution. And we have, this actually tells us who it is, though, Ernie Banks and Chris Bryant, since they're both Cubs. We don't have to worry about that. A Shohei 35th anniversary, a relic for the Dodgers with Corey Seager. Yeah, Jay Allen, this is, again, not my favorite design. I kind of agree with you on that. I did definitely prefer last year's design. There's something about this one that doesn't really resonate with me. It may grow on me, though. I don't know. Sometimes after I have a little time to look at them, they grow on me a bit. But as it stands right now, I would say I don't love it. I guess they probably, don't probably just run out of things to do after a certain number of years, right? I mean, most likely. That's numbered to 2019. Francisco Arcia for the Angels, a hollow foil for the Mariners with Edwin Diaz. Bob Gibson insert for the Cardinals. Joey Votto in the Reds. Max Scherzer league leaders. And then I guess that's it. Well, yeah, Chris, I mean, I guess that's true too. I mean, not everybody cares about the base cards, for sure. There's a whole lot of people that probably don't. That's actually why we'll be, oh, that's a cool Tom Seaver reproduction for the Mets. That's why we're going to be going back to, once we go to the full case, you know, we're doing this first case, half case each break, and shipping all the base. Everyone after that, we're only going to ship autographs, relics, inserts. Jeff McNeil and the Mets autograph. And all the base will have its own bidding category and won't be sorted out to the teams and all that. So that way, people who care about the base will have a chance to grab it out of that break if they want it. And people that don't will be able to just grab the inserts and such. All right, to 100 and our 150th anniversary. I keep wanting to say to 150, but that is not correct. That is the Marlins. There's a Steve Carlton insert for the Phillies, a hollow foil for the Pirates. The Orioles, Trey Mancini 35th anniversary. And that's that. Was there something you needed to see again, Bruce, about the Comerica Park card? I mean, there's a bunch of these different cards that show the various stadiums. Those have been kind of throughout, but is there something in particular you needed to see about that one? I can go back here and try to find it. Most recently, I see there's the Dodger Stadium and Busch Stadium for St. Louis, but I'm can try to find it if you want it. No. Okay. All right. Then I'll put those back down. All right. Yeah, I think the ones of the Parks are actually about my favorite cards. Series 1. Is that bad? Is that bad when that's my favorite card? I think it probably is. To 2019. That is for the Mariners. Ooh, that's a way back repro. Ty Cobb, man, for the Tigers. Iconic cards indeed. Whit Merrifield 35th anniversary. And is that seriously like all of the inserts? Like there's so not nearly the number that we have had in past years. Interesting. Oh, okay. All right, Bruce. I thought you actually there might have been something you wanted to see on it. So that's why I was like, well, if we just saw it, maybe I can still find it. But I follow you. I follow your train of thought now. I'm with you. Vladimir Guerrero, the original daddy. Vlad Sr. Brandon Belt. Hollow foil at Eddie Rosario 35th anniversary. A Topps Now insert for the Angels. Yeah, I mean, that's just a really low number of inserts per pack in comparison to past years, isn't it? That's like 3, 4 or 5 a pack, and that's it. Usually, isn't it like 8 or 10? they said they were reducing the card count, but they only reduced the card count by like 4 cards a pack or something. Hollow foil Martinez for the Cardinals. Now there's another greatest Topps greatness returns. I'll get it out in a minute. Is Orioles on one side, Rockies on the other. 35th anniversary Luke Weaver for the Cardinals. Here's another home run challenge. That was Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. Sometimes the home run challenge cards are, you know, about the best cards, because you can, you know, arguably win a pretty cool little card. Yes, Jay Allen, that is correct. Out of, there's 1 autograph and 2 relics in each box. So yeah, we'll have, half case will give us 3 autographs and then of course 6 relics. This is Kirby Yates and the Padres 150th anniversary. Greatest players Verlander. The Phillies with an Aaron Nola 35th anniversary. Here's our manufactured relic. It goes to the Orioles with Trey Mancini. Okay, and there's a Future Stars. I don't know, that's maybe technically, is that an insert? I guess probably not technically, but I don't know. I'll look at the Topps checklist and see if they technically have that listed as an insert or not. Again, doesn't matter in this break. All the cards are shipping in this break. I'm just kind of thinking out loud about what they're calling inserts or not in this particular set. There's Chris Iannetta for the Rockies. Greatest Nolan Ryan and the Astros. The Cubbies, Chris Bryant. There's a Gleyber Torres Topps Now insert. And is that both? No, there's 2 different players on that too. So basically, since we've got more than 1 card set that could potentially have 2 different players on it, we're going to do it the way we've done other things in the past like this, where it will be left and right. We'll go into random, and then depending on which one comes out, it will either go to the player/team on the left side of the card or the player/team on the right side of the card. And that way, that also accounts for any that I haven't sorted out and put into the little housekeeping area. Could all be, of course, as I find them when I sort, would all be divvied up the same way. Whoops, we're starting right there with the Rangers. Little Sandy Koufax, Nolan Arenado, and our autograph comes out really early out of this last box. The Cardinals, Garcia, and you got the 150th anniversary gold stamp on there as well. And it's numbered to 150, conveniently enough, for St. Louis. So that's a nice little hit for the Cardinals. And again, there's 2 different players on that. So 2 different teams. Well, same as 2 different players from 2 different teams, I guess is what I'm trying to convey. Not doing a very good job of conveying it, but trying to. $150th for the Tampa Bay Rays, Rod Carew as a Twin. 35th anniversary Red Sox. This Buster Posey is going to be numbered to 67 for the Giants. And I guess that's another like that. Yeah, I always look forward to the start of the 2019 baseball card season, but I do not look forward ever to sorting Series 1. It is truly my least favorite thing to sort out of all the possible things to sort. Series 1, Series 2, and Update are my absolute least favorites. It's Adam Engel, number 2019 for the White Sox. There's another greatest. That one is Shohei and Nolan Ryan. Brewers, we've got a pair on there. Got another pair on here. All right, Jay Allen, you're out of here for tonight. Yeah, that alarm goes off early in the morning for you. Mine's going to go off early tomorrow morning, too. Or way earlier than I want it to, but I've got to get up and help my dad with something, so I'll be getting up about 3 hours earlier than I want to get up, too. But, maybe 2 hours earlier than I want to get up. But anyway, I'll have to make it work. Kyle Tucker Hollow Foil, Astros. Iconic cards for the Indians. 35th anniversary for the Rays. A home run challenge, Gleyber Torres. Nice for the Yankees. '50th anniversary for the Twins. Brooks Robinson. I heard he's, I think it was Brooks Robinson that somebody said he's had to go into hospice care, so he must not be doing well at all. Manny Machado as a Dodger. 150th anniversary commemorative medallion for Manny and the Dodgers. That's our manufactured relic out of box number 3 here. So Matt, if you're still on here, Matt Mimlitz I'm talking about, since we are going to be taking care of the 2-team cards using random.org, do you still want me to go back through and find that specific card for you at the end of the break? I mean, I can if you want me to, but I'm just double checking if you want me to or not, since we are definitely going to be going left-right. So just let me know if you want me still to do that or not. For the Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr., and if you do, that'll be fine, but we'll just do it at the very end after we've done random and the recap and all that jazz. That's the Indians for a hollow foil. There's the Indians with Francisco Lindor. It'll be easier for me to keep track of where they need to be stacked after we do the next break. It's always the first break of going through one of these that seems like it's the hardest for me to remember what to stack aside, you know, in housekeeping versus elsewhere. I don't always take sometimes a break or so to get it mentally set in my poor little brain. 150th for the Houston Astros, little Minute Maid Park there. Cal Ripken Jr., greatest moments. Yankees with the Gary Sanchez 35th anniversary. A Topps Now insert for Acuna and the Braves. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will definitely, Matt, make sure that I get them sorted properly that way. It makes it a little easier if I just do it as a left-right kind of thing, because then stuff that I may find that I did stack in with the main stuff instead of up here can just be done the same way. You can just take it to the team on whichever side comes up, the left or the right. And then when we break it the next time, I will know which ones I'm looking for, and we should be able to get them all up in housekeeping a little more readily, I would imagine. Ted Williams, greatest players. There's Kansas City Royals, hollow foil. Angels, 35th anniversary. There's an Aaron Judge, tops now. Yeah, once you get through one sort of this, you get a pretty good feel for exactly what's coming from where. Yeah, Jay Allen, I agree with you on that. I'm actually helping Dad out with some stuff in the morning, and then I'm going over there Sunday. We rescheduled when I was supposed to do that little tech support job a couple of Sundays ago. The weather was awful, so he said, no, don't do it then, and I couldn't do it last weekend, so I'm going to go over there on Super Bowl Sunday, too, and get some stuff done over at the house for him. Acuna and the Braves to 2019. Here comes a hollow foil for the Rockies, and another evolution. What do we have on here? Cardinals on the front, Cardinals on the back, just the way I like it. Rockies 35th anniversary, and by that I mean just that it's, you know, the same team on the front and the back. Whereas we've got the sunglasses up there, we got not the same on the front and the back, so I'm going to have to take a look at that in a minute again. All right, a hollow foil for the Cincinnati Reds with Jesse Winker. Now, I do like these. I will say I do like these. The iconic cards, you know, the reprints of the cool cards. I do like those. That's probably my favorite thing so far out of Series 1 is that. Hey, we've got a numbered relic for the Mets. Jacob deGrom to 50. We already pulled a relic for him. Now you've got a bookend of them. And didn't the Mets have an autograph too? I think so. So the Mets pretty well cleaned up. Yeah, I think so. Mets ended up doing A-OK. All right, so our little recap pile. But before we get to our recap pile, we've got our housekeeping things to do. So we have this equipment evolution where we have vintage sunglasses on the front and modern sunglasses on the back. So I'll do one random that is just gonna say front and back in case I don't think there's any others like this. The others that were evolution, I think we flipped them over and determined they were the same team. But we'll do front and back in case there is another one in there somewhere. And here's the way that works, guys. When I go to random, if I have 9 or fewer things in a list, I do random 3 times. When I have 10 or more, I do random only once. Obviously, front and back, well, we've only got 2 items in there, so we're going to be doing random 3 times. And the third one's the only one that counts. So pay no attention to this first one or the second one. Here is our third and final coming up. Here it is 3 times, and it goes to the team on the front. So that, in this case, we can at least see from the hat that that's a Detroit Tiger. So, which is good, because I don't know who this is on the back anyway. So that would have been, I would have had to figure out who the heck that was anyway. So in this case, equipment evolution And I'm not writing on your card. I think everybody knows that I put that in the sleeve, but just on the off chance that someone doesn't, there you can see that that's the case. So that's going to go to the Tigers. Now these, so this greatness, we know there's at least one more in there, I believe, right, Matt? And there could be more than one in there that I didn't stack off separately. So this is going to go left, right, similarly to these. So left, right, you get the deal, okay? All of these give us the option of player on the left or player on the right. Going to be the same thing, except instead of saying front and back, it's going to say, you got it, left and right. So give me a minute here. Okay, so first one doesn't count, second one doesn't count. Here comes our third and final, and you'll see there's our 3 times, our date and time stamp. It comes up to the left. So, for instance, this card is going to go here, although that's both the Angels, so it doesn't matter. This card will go on the left to the Orioles. This card on the left to the Angels and Ohtani. Here we're going left to Bryce Harper and the Nationals. Ditto. And here's to the left, Mookie Betts and the Red Sox. And any others that we find in there along the way that have the same sort of orientation will be done similarly. They will go to the team on the left. All right. So we have numbered to 67, the Buster Posey. I didn't separate out, guys, all the ones that are numbered to 2019 because we probably don't really have to recap those, I figure. No Jimenez, that is also to 67 for the Detroit Tigers. The Mets to 50 with a Jacob deGrom relic, a manufactured commemorative relic here for the Dodgers and Manny Machado. Nice little rookie autograph hit here, numbered to 150 with the 150th anniversary as well, coming out for the St. Louis Cardinals. Manufactured patch for the Orioles, Trey Mancini. The Mets have an autograph, rookie autograph here with Jeff McNeil. A relic for the Dodgers and Corey Seager. There's our other Jacob deGrom relic for the Mets. Whit Merrifield has an autograph hit on the 35th anniversary parallel for the Royals, and the Astros, that's numbered to 25, have a Carlos Correa manufactured relic for a little hat patch on there. Matt, oh, you want to see the spreadsheet again? Yeah, man, I can do that. Hang on 1 second here. We can for sure do that. All right, guys, so that's the break for tonight, and I am going to put spreadsheet information up here again after we show who has what team here for Matt. We'll also take a quick look at when everything is expected to ship, and then we'll also take a quick look at what we're breaking in the days ahead. So once again, this is the break that we just completed for the half case of 2018 Topps Series 1 Jumbo, and one team in there didn't sell. That's the Rockies. And it should say no bids buyback. It says no hits buyback. Well, I know because I was watching Serena Williams on Lip Sync Battle when I typed it in there. That's what happened. I'm just telling you up front. That's what happened. All right, then shipping, once again, the helmets that went out earlier should be on the way to you no later than Thursday the 7th, a week from today. They will most likely go sooner than that, but should be no later than that. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, Optic Basketball and Series 1 Baseball, should be on the way to you no later than Tuesday. I hope I can get them out to you faster than Tuesday, but should not be any later than that. Constellation card info up there at the top would apply to the helmet breaks, does not apply to Optic or Series 1 because every team's going to pull cards in there. So coming up in the days ahead, here's what we're looking like over the course of the next 5 days. So Friday, Tomorrow, a Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, another case of limited football, and some more Crown Royal basketball. On Saturday, it's a Hit Parade triple play box, 3 autographed memorabilia items in it. And the back half of this case is Series 1 that we started tonight. We're going to finish it on Saturday. Super Bowl Sunday is an off night, so no breaks there for me anyway. Monday will be Crown Royal basketball, playbook, football, and Onyx Premier Gear baseball. That's game-used items, and it is a player break, so spots are listed by the player's name, not by the team name on the Onyx Premier Gear. On Tuesday night, we'll open a Leaf autograph football jersey, a Leaf autograph full-size football helmet, and we will open a full case of Topps Series 1 Jumbo. That's the one where the base cards are not going to ship to the teams. The base cards will have their own bidding spot, okay? Going to the teams, of course, would still be autographs, relics, numbered cards, and inserts. And that, I think, is all the news to use for tonight. I think we are, in fact, all wrapped up this evening. One more time, thanks for being here. I do appreciate you spending part of your evening with me. I hope I will see you again tomorrow night, or if not then, sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week. We're almost to the weekend, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.